So ready.
I like having all this stuff to do it. You'd think it wouldn't take my mind off bull riding because I'm messing with bulls all the time, but it does. Don't really have to think about it all the time.
But he had the confidence and he had the knowledge of something he liked about that.
Brennon Eldred knew something all the experts didn't.
Brennon Eldred is one of those guys that will go through those peaks and those valleys, and we'll see a really, really good ride out of Brennon, and he'll go through those slumps. But just one thing that you see.
Murray County is just where I grew up my entire life, and you know, I started out going to school at Davis Elementary School. I moved over to Sulphur. And I went to school there until my freshman year, and then I was homeschooled just so I could rodeo. It sucked because I had to drop out of football and wrestling and basketball and all them sports I played. But in the long run, this bull riding I knew was where I was going to make my living, and so I had to get it while I could. And I was 14 years old, you know, going with my dad. You know, he stepped out on a limb and let some older guys kind of take me in under their wing and go with them. So we'd enter a rodeo on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come back on Sunday. So, I mean, we were gone half the week, and, you know, at 14, 15 years old, that's pretty crazy to wrap your mind around, you know. Young kid getting to have this freedom that no other kids my age got to have. That's what was preparing me for the road, and to learn how to travel and learn how to get places and to depend on myself, you know, away from home, out of Murray County. I guess people probably thought I was just, you know, doing whatever, but I was preparing for my career in bull riding. And so once I started realizing that I could actually do it for a living and stuff, and that's when it got serious.
Being with somebody that's an athlete, you know, especially bull riding, you're gonna have your pits and your peaks, and you know, the highest of highs and lowest of lows. I've been there, you know, next to a hospital bed, and I've been there whenever he scored the highest ride in 20 years at the NFR. No matter what, you know that there's worse days coming and there's better days coming, so you just kind of have to live in the moment and just kind of take it for what it is as it comes.
And he's moving on, as are we. This is Brennon Eldred, a great ride in round number 1. Mac, here he faces Jasper.
Yeah, this is a really, really good bull here.
It's always a scary feeling waking up people all around you in a packed out house.
Eldred has got to get it going. He's got to build off of what he did.
I mean, it's not something that you really have in mind when you show up, but at the end of the day, we know the dangers of the sport.
Every time he nods his head, I know he's protected. I pray, I ask God for his protection over him. It definitely, you know, takes all the air out of my lungs if I, you know, see him hit the ground and he doesn't get up.
What was so crazy about like the Jasper incident? Like, how would you say that? Like,
or is that just one that the media attached onto?
I think that was one that the media just kind of blew up. I just stumped my toe, and he was a little bit better than me that day. I've had quite a few bad injuries. I broke both arms a couple times apiece. One leg for sure, blew out my knee, had ACL, MCL surgery, broke my jaw, had a couple plates and screws put in my jaw, dislocated my hip 2 years ago, broke my pelvis, tore my hamstring off my pelvis, tore my groin, bumps and bruises, you just gotta live with that. It's tough, you know, anytime you get wiped out like that, mentally, you start questioning yourself. You know, do I really want to keep doing this? Am I able to still do it? Do I still have the ability, you know? That's when you just gotta kick it high and just keep on going and keep on rolling with it until you get one down.
He loves to ride bulls and he loves the sport, and it's not just a job for him. Whenever he's stuck at home and can't do it, you can tell it lights that fire even more.
This is what's crazy to me, Shorty Gorham. Brennon Eldred skipped over Bad Beagle to get to this one.
my injuries have kind of caught up to me, they have. And so I've noticed I've got to start working out a little bit harder, start working out, watch my weight and stuff, because there's young guys coming up that are wanting my spot. They want my qualification for the finals, or they're trying to win a gold buckle, same as me. So I think that lights my fire a little bit, seeing them young guys come up and see their success.
What's he like as a dad?
Y'all are gonna make me cry.
That's okay.
Hold on, let me gather myself. As a dad, I couldn't ask for more for, you know, I guess you'd say a teammate, or, you know, just somebody to help walk through life and raise our daughter. It's just, you see him and her walk into a room and it's just, you know, smiles from ear to ear, and that's them all day long. Like there's no show to be put on or anything.
Since she was in her mama's belly, she was at bull riding, hearing the loudspeakers, and she's around these bulls every day when we feed them, and she already says bull and hollers at the cows. And
she's a spitting image of him. Everybody sees her and thinks, oh, you know, she looks just like me or whatever. All I see is him, you know, his personality and his love and just everything he pours into her. It beams right out through her whenever you see her.
He had her foot in his mouth. Being the dad's probably the coolest thing I've ever got to experience. I mean, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like there's a piece missing from my heart that's there now. She just brings me so much joy. I mean, from the time I wake up in the morning to the time I go to sleep, she's always happy, it don't matter what. And I want to see that happiness from her for her whole life. I think just going back and just seeing what I have, really, I think, like you said, pulling into my driveway and just seeing what I got because of bull riding, because I wouldn't have none of this if it wasn't for bull riding. And that reminds me that I can do it, and you know.
Holes in my shoes, and I got dirt on my hands. I'll take care of you better than any other man.
If I'm down and out, you know, I'll go back and watch some films of some of my best bull rides until I do get one rolling in.
'Cause you, my sweet, oh, you save my soul.